Much of the conversations about police reform and cases of excess force center in Colorado's largest cities, Denver, Aurora. A newly filed lawsuit challenges a rural county's culture around policing after a man was shot and killed there 18 months ago. He was shot in the back as he ran away, unarmed. Zach Gifford's family told our Marshall Zellinger what they're hoping to change.
Zach Gifford was killed for running away, not for criminality. He was killed for disobedience, not for threatening the lives of officers or others.
Zach Gifford's life ended in this field in rural Brandon, Colorado, in Kiowa County.
We back law enforcement. We love our law enforcement. We would not want to harm in any way, shape, or form, but we just want to see, the justice done for our son.
Larry Gifford wants accountability after his son was killed by 3 shots in the back by the Kiowa County undersheriff and a deputy in April 2020.
There is no way that can be justifiable.
The civil rights lawsuit details the shooting. Gifford and his friend were trying to unload a log splitter outside a home that was under surveillance by the Kiowa County undersheriff for drug activity. Their vehicle was pulled over here for failing to signal. The lawsuit details what is described as an unconstitutional search of Gifford and his friend. The deputy felt a baggie in the coin pocket of Gifford's pants. Gifford, who was not armed, ran into a field. He was shot in the back 3 times. The lawsuit says the last bullet was fired 18 seconds after the previous shot. The former sheriff and county commissioners are part of the lawsuit because it suggests previous instances where Kiowa County deputies used deadly or excessive force to stop people from getting away.
The sheriff had an obligation to rein this in, but instead authorized it, condoned it, tolerated it, allowed it to go undisciplined.
In the lawsuit, attorneys John Holland and Anna Holland Edwards claim the behavior was condoned and not resolved through discipline or training.
They had multiple times where this kind of excessive force was used and people didn't get killed, luckily. And so they could have intervened, they could have retrained, they could have reacted to their problems in a way that would have prevented Zach Gifford's death.
We asked defense attorney Andrew Ho if it can be justified to shoot an unarmed person in the back as they run away and after 18 seconds go by between shots.
If the individual still posed an imminent danger, then they're allowed to continue to use deadly force.
Until we can see some accountability on the part of those who are in charge, whether it was the sheriff, the commissioners, whoever it might be, we're going to struggle. And that's a part that we struggle with the most.
I talked with the Kiowa County administrator who had not read the lawsuit when we talked this morning. This afternoon, I was told the county commissioners had no comment. The sheriff, who was not involved in the shooting, resigned in June. It was not part of his resignation letter. The undersheriff was fired in March after journalist Susan Green first reported the details of this shooting, and the deputy involved was charged with a trial that is set to begin in January, charged with a crime.
Okay, so that criminal trial, different set of standards than what we're talking about with his family's loss.
Right, the criminal, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that person did what the charge is, which is attempted second-degree murder, versus this case, which is just, I think it's preponderance of the evidence, more than 50%, that they're responsible for the death of their son.
Glad this case is getting some more attention. Susan Green did excellent work on it, but the conversations in rural communities are starting to percolate as well, Western Slope and on the Plains. Marshall, thank you.